Hi guys, thank you for dropping by our booth. My name is Jimmy. I'm from the Aputure Asia Pacific market. Right now, we're here with us at the KO stand is the all-new 300D Mark II. So if you are seeing this for the first time, this is a single source light with output that matches that of a HMI 575. In tungsten equivalents, it's a 2K tungsten. This uses LED chip on board technology. The one special thing about this type of lights is that, think of it, right? So in the lighting landscape, there used to be three great companies, RE, KinoFlow, and Dido Light, right? Known for their power, softness, and precision. What if I told you today that this one light could do all three in one single lighting fixture? So right now with the Fresnel 2X that's on it, it behaves more like a HMI. In terms of control, it's just a single lamp running into a control box or ballast. You could dim the light all the way down to 1%. It has 8 lighting effects such as lightning, explosion. Let me trigger this on. Right, this is a paparazzi effect. We use this more for cinema video applications. In terms of mounting options, we've kind of added a quick release clamp that you could clamp this onto a light stand or any of your beams or whatever fixtures that you have that's available to you when shooting. It comes with a paracord, that allows you to hang off pretty much anything. It can withstand weights up to 400 kg, and it comes with legs if you want to just to simply put this on the floor. In terms of powering options, you can run this off a single V-mount battery. The Mark II version allows you to run off a single V-mount as opposed to the Mark I, which didn't. So if you only had one battery, there was no way that you could turn on the light. If you're running off a single V-mount battery, then it's on this side of the light fixture. You notice that there is actually a red, a portion of the V-mount plate that's marked out in red. That's where you mount the single V-mount battery. Just keep in mind that when you're running off a single V-mount, the output is limited to 50%. We are looking at pricing of 1995 Australian dollars. That was what I was told. And actually, it should be within stalls sometime this month. All right, if you guys are checking this out for the first time, this is the 300D Mark II, the update to the very popular 300D Mark I.
Right.
Cheers.
You want to talk about anything else?
Sure. I think another product that's really kind of the hero and the star of the show is the 300 watt WRGP that is right over here. All right. Trying to maintain that line of sight. Okay, so we have this is probably the other item that a lot of people are looking for. This is the 300 watt WRGB. If I turn this on, there you go. So for RGB, for us at Aputure, it has to be a perfect marriage of both hardware and the software itself. This is a 300 watt RGB. If you are coming from an RE system, it sits between the S30 and the S60. It's about 1.5 by 1 kind of a diameter, very thin bezel. That means that if you actually put a few of these lights together, you don't really notice the bezel. The rails here just indicates that you can actually put softbox and barn doors that are capable with this as well. On the light itself, the ballast is built into the light with a dangling remote control box. This allows you to see very easily where the controls are, especially when you have the lights mounted in a very high up position. All right, this is actually how the controls light. So if you are right now we are currently in the HSI modes. So let me just bring up the intensity a little bit more where you can see. So this is pretty much your 360 hue, your red to your oranges, yellow, green, and then down to blue, and then the cooler colors, purple, magenta, and then you can adjust your saturation as well. All right. If we enter something like change color temperature, oops, that's over here. All right. So you get color temperature from all the way 2,800 to all the way up to 10,000 Kelvin. You can adjust using the dial here. You also get your standard green and magenta compensation as well. Right. Sometimes you're shooting environments where you have frosted glass in corporate offices. That's where you can add a bit of magenta to compensate from the green that you get on the windows. You also get your gel modes. Just keep in mind that for our RGB, it uses actually the combined libraries of Lee and Roscoe. So if you actually go into the settings, let me just bring down intensity a little bit. So let's say if you are on daylight, you could actually jump to, say for example, you want to add your standard 204s if you're on a leaf filter system, or if you're on a Roscoe, you get that option. The coolest thing about this is that, you know, I've spoken so much about the hardware, but what about the software itself? Two of the most coolest features on the software function is source match. So instantly you get to match a white balance of the light. For example, if I go to this daylight fixture over here and I want to get the light close to, say for example, you're shooting indoors, you have tungsten interiors and daylight exteriors coming in from the window, you want to quickly just white balance, what you can do is you can take this app close to a reflected surface and get it close to daylight and match it instantly. You get your match color setting, right? For example, if you want to bring it down to tungsten, for example, you just bring a surface close to tungsten, you match it, you get an instant tungsten color temperature as well. You could do this for individual colors as well. Say for example, if I want to take the reds off the aperture, instantly you get red. Or if you want the sky blue off my lanyard, pretty much if you just have it right over the lanyard, bam, instantly it's blue. So it's quick, it's seamless, it's foolproof. The idea is to allow filmmakers, content creators to work very quickly on set, to the point it becomes second nature. This will come out somewhere in late September, early October, and it will retail at a price of $16.99 US. Yeah, $16.99 US. Yeah.